Hi guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Shandell. For those of you that haven't visited before, welcome. So today we're going to move through a quick 20-minute flow focusing on strength and opening up the hips. All you need is your yoga mat to get started. And we'll also focus on connecting the mind, the breath. So trying to slow things down and being in each pose. So a little bit of a hatha style. So when you're ready, taking a moment to come into a comfortable seated position, whichever that may be for you. If you have props that you'd like to use, now's the time to get them. So you take a deep breath in. Exhale to release, allowing the shoulders to soften away from the ears. And beginning to close down the eyes. Taking a few moments to notice the breath. Noticing the breath as it flows throughout your entire body. Notice the sit bones as they press into the earth. And as you take your next inhale, notice the breath reaching into the back of the throat, the chest, and the belly as it expands. And with every exhale, notice the ribs and the hips softly sinking in towards one another. Allowing in between the eyebrows of the third eye to relax. And allowing yourself to become present in this very moment. Three more breaths here. And then when you're ready, gently drawing the chin in towards the chest as you take the gaze forward. Lengthening through the back of the neck. And then gently releasing as you take the head all the way back, opening up through the throat. Slowly, once again, chin draws in towards the chest. Releasing one last round, opening through the throat. And then eventually allowing the head to return back to a neutral position. Taking a nice deep inhale. Exhale, release any thoughts. Becoming present in your practice. Gently flickering the eyes open as we make our way to a comfortable tabletop position. Allowing the knees to stack beneath the hips, palms press into the earth, wrist, elbows and shoulders stacking. As you find your strength through your tabletop, just gently rocking forwards and back. And notice any adjustments that you need to make. As you draw in through the belly, allowing the navel to draw to the back of the spine. Squeezing the glutes, keeping them nice and active. And then when you're ready, continue to take the fingertips to the outer edges of the mat, wrists facing in. And gently rocking from side to side for 5, 4, 3, 2, And 1. Taking the fingertips inwards, wrist facing the top of the mat, and beginning that forward and back motion. 3 more. 2. And 1. When you're ready, returning the palms back to the earth, tucking the toes, and we'll make our way straight to a downward dog. As you lift the tailbone, allow the chest to press towards the thighs, feet hip distance apart, pedaling out through the feet. Left heel presses into the mat, right knee bends. And then switching sides as the elbows rotate in towards one another. Perhaps the nod of the head from left to right. And taking 3 more breaths here. Nice, slow, mindful movements. And then eventually finding stillness in your downward dog. As we ripple the body forward all the way into a high plank. And then lower the knees to hover just off the mat. Allow the sit bones to draw to the back of the heels. Begin to lift, peeling the sit bones, downward dog. Let's take 2 more rounds just like that. So we ripple the body all the way forward, shoulders stack over the wrist. Knees hover just off the mat. Tailbone slides back to meet those heels. Then lifting, downward dog. Moving with the flow of your own breath. 2 more rounds. Last round. Beautiful. Meeting in your downward dog. As the left foot presses into the earth, the right knee begins to lift, coming nice and high, 3-legged dog. Yawning that right knee open as we stack the hips. Begin to press both palms into the shoulders, into the earth. For 3, 2, 1. Begin to ripple the body forward as the right knee meets the outer edge of the right elbow. Exhale, press back, 3-legged dog. 1 more round, right knee meets the outer edge of the right elbow as we silently plant the right foot to the outer edge. Lowering the back knee, untucking the toe, and then drawing the chest forward all the way to the top of your mat, finding length in your lizard. And then just continuing side to side movements. We want to stay on our palms here. We're still warming up, continuing to rock from left to right. Beautiful. 3 more rounds. Continue to lengthen, engaging the belly. You really want to draw that core in, crown drawing towards the top of the mat. Last round. And then when you're ready, tuck the toes, lift the back knee, and then send that right leg back, 3-legged dog. Yawning the right hip open. Shoulders remain square. Right hip stacks upon the left. Pressing the palms into the earth. 1 more breath. Beautiful. Begin to straighten through that right leg. And then lower the right leg all the way down to the earth. Meeting in your downward dog. Taking 1 breath here. Deep, nourishing breath. And then when you're ready, right foot presses into the earth. Left leg begins to rise. Bending through the left knees, we yawn the hip open, shoulders remain square. Relaxing them as the left hip stacks upon the right. Remember, we're building strength through the upper body, opening through the hips, straightening through that left leg. As you ripple the body forward, left knee meets the outer edge of the left elbow. Exhale, press away. Ripple the body forward. This time, as the left knee meets the outer edge of the elbow, we silently plant the foot. Finding our lizard on the opposite side, lowering that back knee, untucking the toes, palms pressed nice and strong into the earth as we draw the heart forward, navel draws towards the back of the spine, really engaging that right glute. Imagine you're pulling your chest towards the top of your mat, unstacking each vertebra, finding length. As we melt down here for 3 breaths, option to close down the eyes as we gently rock from side to side. Our moving lizard. Beautiful. Notice the openness of the hips as you engage that right glute. 3, 2, and 1. Tucking the right toes, allowing the right knee to lift. And then when you're ready, palms press into the earth. Left foot lifts, 3-legged dog. Yawn the left hip open. And begin to straighten through the left leg. Lowering downward dog here for 1 breath. Walking the hands all the way back to meet the feet. Toe heeling the feet so they become hip distance apart. Settling down in our malasana. We're just here for 3 mindful breaths. Seeing if you can allow the weight in the back of your heels as the arms press the inner thighs open, palms kissing, lifting the chest. Close down the eyes. And take a moment of gratitude for yourself. 1 word to guide you through your practice. Maybe it's kindness, compassion, steadiness, whatever that word is. Allow it to be planted as though it's a seed within you to guide you through your practice. 1 more breath. And as you exhale, gently release the right and left fingertips, press into the earth. Begin to straighten through the legs. As you toe heel the feet hip distance apart. Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. This time, as you inhale, fingertips brush through the front of the body, engage the glutes, the inner thighs. Peel the arms nice and high, reverse swan dive. Reaching them. Allow the palms to kiss. Inhale to lengthen through the sides of the body as the arms come just beside the ears. And then when you're ready, send the hips forward, take a gentle back bend. Gaze comes up, opening through the front of the body. And then exhale, return to center, Uttanasana, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold, walking the fingertips all the way out into your high plank. Left palm presses into the earth, right palm begins to rise. Side plank option to lower the left knee and take the foot out. Option to stagger or stack the feet. Allowing that right hip to rest upon the left. Squeezing the glutes, lifting a little higher. Begin to peel the right arm all the way over. Finding length. Option to lift that right foot. And then when you're ready, take a hold of the back of the right knee, bending it, and then stepping it all the way to the top of your mat. Allowing that left heel to lift, easy twist. Option to lower the back knee or keeping that left heel drawing to the back of your mat. Peeling the right fingertips, opening towards the sky. Beautiful. Reaching a little higher. Left palm presses into the earth. Strong glute. Notice all 4 corners of the right foot really pressing down into that mat. Begin to windmill the right arm behind you as it brushes the earth. Fingertips brush, high lunge. Sinking nice and deep. Allowing that right knee to track in line with the right ankle. And then exhale, sweep the arms behind you. Interlace the fingers, palms kiss past the chest. Right shoulder falls inside of that right knee. Beautiful. That left heel continues to lift as we lengthen through the spine. Allowing your humble warrior to open the chest for one more breath. Release the fingertips, brush the earth, engage the core. Come nice and high, high lunge. Allow the right arm to come forward, the left to come behind, warrior two. Sinking nice and deep, relax the shoulders. Notice the hips opening. Hinging the hips forward, right palm comes towards the sky. Releasing, warrior. Finding length through the side of the body from the right hip all the way to the armpit. Continue to bend through that right knee. One more breath. Exhale. Float the arms to meet the right foot. Deep breath. Inhale to lift through that runner's lunge. And then exhale, release the left knee. Untuck the toes. Fingertips brush the earth. Inhale, low lunge. Interlace the fingers. Allow the fingers to wrap around that right thigh and then draw it forward. Finding length rather than just sitting here. Really allow the weight of the palms to press through that right leg. 2 more breaths. And when you're ready, release the hands, frame the front foot, tuck the left toes, picking up the back knee, rounding through the upper back, draw the right knee towards the chest, holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 3-legged dog. Yawn that right hip open, shoulders remain square. One more breath. Then gently release the right leg. Take one breath here before we make our way to the opposite side. Now I'm going to be coming through side plank as I face my back to you. I think this is really important so you can see the different shapes from the front and back. When you're ready, right foot presses into the earth. Ripple the body all the way forward. Stacking the wrists, elbows and shoulders. Right palm presses, left palm peels. Option once again to stack or stagger the feet. Being mindful that we're not rotating that hip. So you don't want the right hip to come through. Keeping them nice and even. Strong glutes, strong core for 2 more breaths. Option to peel the left arm over, lift the left leg, finding length. And then when you're ready, picking up through that back knee and then stepping it to the top left corner of your mat. As we come to our easy twist, right palm presses into the earth, pivoting the left shoulder as the fingertips will reach towards the sky. If you've chosen to lower the back knee and untuck the toes, that's completely fine. If you've chosen to keep it lifted, continue to lengthen, keeping that back leg nice and straight. Deep belly breaths. Inhale, reaching a little further. Now as you begin to exhale, sweep the left palm behind you. Fingertips brush the earth. All four corners of the left foot press into the earth, peeling nice and high. High lunge. Relax the shoulders, sink a little deeper, being mindful that left knee is not sinking in. We want to keep it in line with the ankle. You may choose to shorten your stance as you draw the navel to the back of the spine. Sweep the palms behind you as the fingers interlace, palms kiss. Chest draws forward, humble warrior. Left shoulder falls inside of that left knee. Continue to lengthen through the spine. The crown reaches the top of the mat. Nice deep hip opening. Really melt into this pose. 2 more breaths. When you're ready, gently begin to rise. Right palm sweeps behind you. Left forward. Outer edge of the right foot presses into the earth. Front and back heel are aligned. As we sink a little deeper, warrior 2. Strong warrior, checking your alignment. Shoulders relax. Gazing over those left fingertips. Left knee in line with that left ankle. 1 more breath. Hinge the hips forward, invert the left palm to the sky. Peaceful warrior. Finding length through the left side of the body. Option to wrap that right hand around the lower back or continue to slide it down the right leg. Exhale. Gently release. Framing the left foot. Right toes turn in, rounding through the upper back. Left knee draws in towards the center of the chest as we hold here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pressing back, 3-legged dog. Yawning the left hip open as it stacks upon the right. Shoulders are square. Nice, strong, crooked dog. 2 more breaths. Exhale. Gently release. When you're ready, take the toe mounds together. Knees come nice and wide. Wide-legged child's pose. Let the forehead rest on the mat, lengthening the arms. When you're ready, gently walking the hands in towards the center of the chest, crossing the ankles as we come to a seated position. We're going to take the feet just out in front, soles of the feet connecting, coming into a butterfly variation. So option 1, to take the thumbs into the arches of the feet as we lift through the chest. Option 2, to interlace the fingers, but we don't want to pull on the feet. And option 3 is to scoop the arms underneath. You want to keep length through the spine here in our butterfly. So wherever you're at today, lifting through the chest, allowing length through the spine, and then allowing the elbows to press the inner thighs open as you melt the heart forward. Closing down the eyes, finding 3 deep breaths here. 2 more breaths. Relax the face, relax the tongue, the back of the throat as you begin to rise, closing the knees in towards one another. And then when you're ready, rolling all the way down to your back. Nice and steady. Allow the soles of the feet to draw in towards the center. And then when you're ready, gentle tuck of the tailbone, lifting up all 10 toes and then splaying them back out. Shoulders relax, palms press into the earth. Inhale as we begin to lift. Allowing the chest to open, interlace the fingers and allow the pinky fingers to press into the earth as we keep a gentle tuck of the chin to lengthen through the back of the spine. If this variation is enough for you, that's completely fine to stay here. Or we're going to begin to lift the heels coming onto our toes, lifting the hips a little higher, really engaging the inner thighs. Here for 5 breaths. If wheel is in your practice, now take the time to move into a wheel as we take another 4 breaths. Continue to squeeze the glutes. 3 more breaths. When you're ready, gently lowering the left heel, lowering the right heel, lifting, squeeze the glutes, 1 more breath, inner thighs strong. Release the palms as they press into the earth, gently lowering 1 vertebra at a time. Toe heel the feet so they become mat width apart. Then gently windscreen wiping through the knees, the hips, from left to right. And then when you're ready, extending the feet out long, releasing the tops of the hands to the earth, palms face the sky. Right shoulder tucks under, followed by the left. And then arriving here in your Shavasana, taking as much time as you need. As you allow your word of gratitude to come to the forefront of your mind. Staying here for a few moments longer in stillness. As much as it is important for us to create movement throughout the body, it's just as important to find stillness in the mind. I'll leave you here to find that. Namaste, yogis. Thank you for joining me.